So good day everyone. By the way, I'm Angelo Quileste, and now I'll be presenting about the socio-emotional development of high school learners. So when we talk about socio-emotional development of the high school learners, it talks about the high school learners or the adolescents interact in the society and how they interact about the certain causes or certain things about society. During the adolescence, the teen develops social cognition in the context of family structure, the school, the community, and the media. He also manifests emotions which need to be regulated for success in school, as well as for his or her own emotional well-being in the classroom. The teachers has the mandate for creating a positive learning environment while facilitating the students sound moral judgment. So the development of emotions of the children or the adults is not just based on how the parents thoughts about them, but also in growing by the level of the children's development. Not just the parents also taught them, but also in the society and the school as well, as and that is the job of the teacher to motivate the children in the field which they may use these things, especially in school. Now let's proceed about the human emotions. General emotions are commonly known as the human feelings that are manifested by varied consciousness or unconscious moods. A more accurate description is that is the subjective reaction of the internal or external stimulus that are involved in physical change, action, or appraisal. Thus, the children's child reacts to inner hunger, food, comfort from the surrounding environment, unique patterns, emotions, are event is a strong, importantly psychological changes in pulse rate, brainly activity, hormones level. So we are now talking about the human emotions. It is the emotion of the human being interact in the society of the certain things. So we have different emotions. Sometimes we feel sad, we felt happy, we felt positive, and also negative. So unbodied temperature readiness and for action often described as flight or flight dependence of the emotion on how the stimulus is appraised or interpreted. Bodies view that the part of the body which controls emotion, reaction, and autonomic nervous system connected to the most glands of the muscles in the body. So there are also part of our body that arouse when we think of something. It arouses when we emote of something. The system has two parts. The sympathetic part excites or arouse, and the parasympathetic part. So the two parts of the human body system is the sympathetic part which excites. So the sympathetic part which excites us. It is the emotion when we felt excited, and the sympathetic part which depress body function. The sympathetic part is which depressed function is the parasympathetic. These parts coordinate for arousal of slowing down and meet challenges of life. So we now proceed to positive and negative emotions. So this is what I'm talking about a while ago is the positive and negative emotions. We often felt about we often felt positive or negative emotions sometimes. Not just sometimes, but there's a lot of people who always felt negative, but and there's also people who felt always positive. Positive and negative emotions. Emotions function of focusing attention, motivating, and enabling the individual to face situation of life, withdrawn or run away from it. Sometimes because of the situation or the problem that we face, sometimes in the negative side, we always run away. Does it correct for us to run away when sometimes we have a problem? But the emotions that we always felt negative. Positive emotions like interest, enjoy, motivate individual to continue his or her behavior. On the other hand, by the positive sides, people who always felt happiness, joy in their lives. But on the other hand, negative emotions may cause withdrawal from them, may be perceived as bad or dangerous So in the negative side, it's sometimes dangerous or something bad that we felt. So let's now proceed to social emotions. Social emotions start to emerge as early as the last 15 to 24 months, comprise such feelings as envy, embarrassment, shame, guilt, and pride. So at this age of 15 to 24 months, we often felt embarrassment, nahihiya tayo minsan, shame, embarrassment, so napapahiya tayo, nahihiya, nagigilty, at nagkakaroon na rin tayo ng pride. Observation emotions during these years may not be accurate, but they can be problem is not controlled even among early learners. Emotions affecting learning. Since learners pay more attention to things are emotional significance, emotions can also organize recall, such that learners tend to remember details of emotionally strong experiences. In that time, emotional competences can be developed by the child. Assessments means he or she gains the ability to regulate emotions and understand the emotions of the other people. Girls are more skilled in regulating emotions, but they are more likely than boys to be anxious. And twice as they like be depressed. Depressed adolescent girls are more likely than boys to have both negative and positive interaction with family and friends. So girls are more emotional emotional than boys. They are more creative, more emotional than boys. Adults specifically feel stress usually from the relationship with the parents. Friends, sweethearts also from pressure from school or work. Thus, adolescents are stereotyped as moody as negative, poor emotions controls. Some studies argue against stereotyping adolescents, pointing at the other emotions among teens such as feeling bored, tired, sleepy, social discomfort like awkwardness and loneliness. Generally, the adolescents are seen to hide the emotions from social evaluation, such as feeling embarrassed when being looked at, also only fairly happy most of the time. Other observations are that most adolescents are not moody, while some are frequently angry, anxious, or sad. Important lesson or for high school teachers, lest you should not simply dismiss emotional negative as normal praise, but should address the needs of teenagers who are chronically unhappy or moods. So, as a high school teacher, we must take or be aware of what our students felt, because there are a lot of children who always felt negatives. They are always sad and they always felt pity about themselves. So we must see to it. So now we proceed to the adolescents and social media. On the present day of profusion of media, the adolescent has easy access to the culture via media and social media, inclusive computers, cell phones, video games, music, iPads, FM radio, and cable television. Almost the household have television sets. About three-quarters of the adolescents' homes have access to the internet. The total media exposure of the whole populace has greatly increased. Even the adolescents have the highest rates of use games, texting, social networking through Facebook, and portable gadgets for music, mobile communication, and virtual reality games. So, in this case, about the adolescent and social media, more of the adults or children are being involved in the social media, like computer games, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. They are often using social media right now, so we must see the parents must guide not just the parents but also the teachers, and we must always look after them because they are not really matured about these things. Now proceed to the implication to adolescents core education and parenting. The overall implications is that the emotional skills influence the adolescents learners success in classworks. Learners who are able to regulate the emotions tend to be happier, better liked, and better able to. So these are the implications to this core education and parenting. So this is how the student or the children being affected on how the parents, how this what they saw in their parents, and also what they saw in the school and in the society as well. Interventions by the teachers and the school can reduce the learner's emotional distress. So, so if the students or the children is being stressed, the teachers and the school must give them guidance or guide them on how to to f- to eliminate those stress or problems that their students has. So let's now proceed. While raising test scores and grades, the teacher plays the most important roles in the promoting positive charge of the adolescents. So in the school, so when we talks about the school or and the students in the school, the teacher has the biggest impact to the students, especially in the rules in the rules of promoting positive charges changes for the adolescents. The teacher must taught about the children about the positive vibes and the positive changes in the lives when it comes if the students have their problems at homes in their lives, so the teacher must guide their children as well. As the teens is susceptible to peer pressures, the negative influence of social media, drugs, use addiction, early romantic sex was so this is the common problems in the society right now because there's a lot of children who are being addicted to drugs and also who are being addicted to sex while in their in the early times, so they need guidance from the older, especially their parents and the teachers as well. Influence of social media, drugs, even adventurism, the teacher and the school can conduct interventions to assistance. So the teachers must assist the children and not just the teacher but the school as well. Thank you, that's all.